you come from the pressure pumping role, managing frac strategy for Halliburton. Obviously that was, booming business over the last 10 years. So I'm sure you were extremely busy with that. And then, obviously frac spreads, rig counts, everything have just been crushed here lately. So I'm sure still whoever's doing that now still has an interesting job, trying to navigate their way through the downturn.
It is.
So
it's a great team there.
Yeah. When you were on the pressure pumping side, were you looking at new technologies and new things that you could do in fracking, or was it more so from a business development role of, how you guys could get more fleets out there?
Yeah, the role I was in we call it a strategic business manager. So it's a global strategy manager, and it's had ownership of the technology portfolio that is applied. I joke that I sort of managed everything that Halliburton didn't drive away with after a job.
Yeah.
And so that had to do with our fluid systems. It had to do with downhole diagnostics, and had built and worked with the team that basically used downhole fiber optic cables, bring that data to surface real time, and plug it into the control system of a frac spread to sort of simplify it so that you could automate a frac job based off of real time downhole insight.
Yeah. I just find it interesting because you see firsthand. I mean, if you look at frac technology over the last decade, it's nothing short of amazing. The technological advances that we've had in horizontal drilling and completions over the last decade. And, being in Halliburton in this position, I'm sure you saw, how intense it is on the capital side and R&D to get products designed and get them deployed out into a commercial use case. So, I'm sure that experience helps you carry it over to Halliburton Labs when you're talking to these other tech companies. You're like, okay, look, this is what it actually takes to get something built and deployed and into a customer's hands. So, because
just think about walking up the stairs, right? So you walk into the campus with the technology center, I think is where we're at, and you walk up the stairs and you look on the left, and just up the entire wall are patent numbers. And what Scott was telling us was that they actually had to stop putting the patent numbers on there because they had too many patents. So I imagine
not enough walls
to kind of add on to what you said. But think about it, like you're vetting companies, and you're like, oh, I'm doing this kind of thing, and you're like, oh, let's go back into the archives. Yeah, we tried that 20 years ago and it didn't work for this reason, but maybe some things have kind of evolved since then. You guys, you're Halliburton, right? You've been around for like how many years? Like 100 years?
100 years. We celebrated 100 years last year. So we're working on our next 100.